Welcome. This is the May 2025 monthly update from Flying Pig Games. This is a pretty big update. We're really excited to announce a lot of cool stuff and then to update you on all the Kickstarters and the fulfillments that we have upcoming and that have already started. So let me go ahead and give you guys an idea of what is going to be coming up in this video. I'm going to give you some YouTube channel updates, the channel schedule for this month, even though it's a little late. I'm going to tell you about the CSR award nominees. We have a few games and then one designer up for some CSR awards. So please cast your vote for us if you can. I'm going to talk to you guys about the Rock of Chickamauga Pledge Manager, which just closed today, Wednesday, May 21st. We're going to talk about shipping for Rock of Chickamauga. We're going to talk about A Most Fearful Sacrifice, Old School Tactical Volume 1, and Stalingrad's fulfillment, which has already begun in North America. I'm going to give you guys some big updates on 65 2nd edition. I'm going to talk about my game Relic Wars and the Kickstarter that is currently still running on Kickstarter and is actually the featured game on the Kickstarter homepage, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to give you guys a Broken Logic update. We're going to announce the newest Old School Tactical, which is Old School Tactical Volume 5, and I'm also going to talk about the Kickstarter for that and when that you can expect that. And then I'm going to give you guys some convention updates. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, first up, let's talk about some channel updates. I was pleasantly surprised to see that we've gotten over 100 new subscribers this past month. I didn't even expect that. We are up to 1,527 subscribers. So thank you guys. The channel seems to be steadily growing, so that's awesome. It's really crazy to think about how when I revitalized this channel last year, I was really worried about even getting to like 300 subscribers. So it's really incredible to see it get up to over 1,500. Thank you guys. I'm really happy that we're reaching more of our fans and more of our audience and able to give them more cool Flying Pig content. Okay, our views and our watch time are also up, which is awesome. And I wanted to go ahead and give you guys the schedule, even though I know it's a little bit late. I apologize for that. We had a busy month with some trips and then also Buckeye Game Fest. So the first week of this month, as many of you saw, I did an interview with David Thompson at Buckeye Game Fest. He's one of our newest designers, and his game Rebels Against Rebellion is going to come out probably early 2026. We're working with the artist Kawanchai Mariah right now on it, and we're really excited to get that out. So if you didn't see that video, go check it out. David is a really interesting, nice, funny person, and it's just a really entertaining interview. The second week of May, I did a Relic Wars Kickstarter preview. Like I said, that is my game Relic Wars, and it is on Kickstarter currently. And this video gives you a preview of what you can expect on the Kickstarter and hopefully answer some of your questions. Week 3 was What is a War Game panel from Buckeye Game Fest. This included Mark H. Walker, Herman Lutman, and David Thompson. They're talking about what is a war game and really why does it matter. And they fielded some really interesting questions from the audience as well. This week is going to be the monthly update, which is what you're watching right now. And then next week, I'm going to unbox the print-proof copy of 65 2nd edition, which is actually going to be here today. Okay, let's talk about the Charles S. Roberts Awards. So for those of you who are the majority of our watchers who are the war gamers, you know about the CSR Awards and that they are a huge honor. We've won some of them before, like The Long Road and Most Fearful Sacrifice. And we are flattered to have our new games that came out last year actually be up for nomination. So I'm going to link that in the description below for those of you who haven't already voted. Go ahead and click and cast your votes. We have a few games up for awards, including 85 Afghanistan Graveyard of Empires. Old School Tactical 4 is up for 2 or 3 different awards. And Herman Lutman is actually up for a pretty big award for playability and design. And I know that he designs for numerous companies, but he's one of our closest friends and one of our designers. So cast your vote for him, please. We also have our sister company, Tiny Battle Publishing, has a game up for an award by Gotardo, and it is Rifles in the Nam, I'm pretty sure. Yes. And it's funny because I think that actually competes with 85. So if you've played both of those games, vote for the one that you like the best. Like I said, I'm going to link that in the description below. We have 85 Afghanistan Graveyard of Empires, Old School Tactical Volume 4, which is the Italian theater, Rifles in the Nam from Tiny Battle Publishing, our sister company, and also Herman Lutman is up for an award. So make sure you check those out. Thank you in advance. Cool, let's go on to Rock of Chickamauga. This doesn't happen very often, but it's actually going to be here earlier than expected, so awesome. I don't want to jinx it. We originally said May 31st. It's actually going to be in Miami on Saturday, May 24th. And at that point, it's probably going to have to go through customs. Hopefully it doesn't have to do, knock on wood, another in-depth investigation or what they had to do with the Most Fearful Sacrifice, which ended up taking like 15 minutes, but they had to wait in a very long queue to get there. Hopefully Chickamauga comes through quickly, and then it's going to take about a week to get from there to Orlando, which I know sounds crazy, but that's just how some of these logistical things go. And then it will be put into QML's system, and then we'll start shipping to North America. Then we'll grab all of the rest of world orders, ship them to GamesQuest in Southampton, England, and then they'll go to the rest of world customers there. So that being said, I went ahead and I let you guys know, those of you who backed this Kickstarter, that we closed the Pledge Manager today, which is Wednesday, May 21st. I went ahead and charged the credit cards. This way, we can go ahead and fix any errors that have happened. Like if someone had an expired credit card, you can go ahead and fix that. Gives you a little bit of time to do that and to reach out to staff@flyingpiggames.com if you can have any questions or anything. And then that way we can get the data ready literally tomorrow, get it formatted the way we need to, send it off to QML so that they can go ahead and start processing your orders before the games even get there, so they can just hit the ground running as soon as the games are in stock at QML. So I know we're shutting it down earlier than the games are actually at QML, but this is very typical because, like I said, there's a little bit of pre-work that we have to do to get these games ready to be fulfilled. So we're really excited that these games are a little bit early, and I'm sure that you guys are excited to get these games in your hands too. So let's go ahead and talk about A Most Fearful Sacrifice, the Old School Tactical Volume 1, and Stalingrad. Those are all shipping now. Most North American customers, I think, have already received their games. Please reach out to staff@flyingpiggames.com if you need any assistance. GamesQuest has received the orders for rest of world, that's Europe and everybody else. And they're actually processing the backer data now, and they're going to be beginning fulfillment really soon. So those of you who are outside of North America, you should be getting your games pretty soon. Thank you for being patient. I know it takes a little bit longer for everybody outside of North America. So we really do appreciate your support and your patience. Okay, 65 second edition. Like I mentioned earlier, the print proof copy is actually arriving today. I will actually post a video next week unboxing it and talking through some of the changes and some of the interesting stuff in second edition. Like I think I mentioned this in other videos, this is our most successful second edition Kickstarter, was 65 second edition. So we know it's a really popular system and also a really popular setting for these games. And so we're excited that this is moving along. After we approve this print copy, we will notify our printer. And then basically the games are on their way over to America. We anticipate shipping to begin in summertime. I would like to say early summer, but I don't want to commit to anything just yet because it always depends on some logistical things. But it's going to start shipping this summer. And we are really excited to get you guys those games. Thanks again for your support. All right, Broken Logic. We are working steadily on Broken Logic. The print files are almost ready. I'll have more to update. Hopefully you have the big update on Broken Logic next month. So like I said, we are working steadily on it, and the print files are almost ready. Okay, my game Relic Wars is currently on Kickstarter. We're 38% funded, so every backer really helps, and I really appreciate all of the support that we have gotten so far. I've received some really kind emails from people, and I would really like to get this funded and obviously, make my dream come true of having Relic Wars come to fruition. So I would really appreciate any support if you guys can, or if you're interested. It is going to be on Kickstarter for 2 more weeks. And like I said, it is actually the featured project on the Kickstarter homepage today. So that's pretty cool. And thank you again for those of you who are supporting it. I'm going to link it in the description below. And like I said, it is 38% funded and has about 2 more weeks left. So if you are interested, please go ahead and back it. I really appreciate it. And thank you for those of you who are helping me make this dream come true. Okay, exciting news. Old School Tactical Volume 5. This is the next game in the series. It is actually set in 1940 France, so early war. And also there's going to be an expansion called First to Fight, and that's going to be Poland, 1939. We're really excited about this. If you want to know a little bit more about the behind the scenes of this game, check out the interview that I did on this channel with Shane. He gives you some pre-release images, some of his ideas and thought processes behind this. I think a lot of people were expecting Old School Tactical Volume 5 to be Africa, and then he went in a different direction, and we're really, really excited about it. So like I said, check out that interview with Shane Logan if you're interested in learning a little bit more behind the scenes of Old School Tactical Volume 5. I've also linked the webpage for Old School Tactical Volume 5 in the description below to the Flying Pig Games site, so you can check out some action shots and some more information. We are actually going to have Old School Tactical Volume 5 go to Kickstarter in early summer of this year. So really soon, like a month and a half from now, probably. So be on the lookout for that Kickstarter. It's going to be our next Kickstarter for this year. Old School Tactical Volume 5, one of our most popular series, understandably so. It's a lot of fun to play. If you haven't heard about this series, you can check out our website. I also have some videos, and you can check out those videos. But it is a really fun, fast-playing, pretty simple to learn tactical level World War II system. And a lot of people, it's very successful and it's very popular. So if you haven't heard of it, check it out if you're interested in that. Like I said, Old School Tactical Volume 5, linked in the description below, and it's going to be our next Kickstarter coming out in early summer 2025. Okay, let's move on to a couple convention updates. We do have one big one. We attended Buckeye Game Fest a couple weeks ago. We had a really great time. Thank you to all of you who came up and said hi and bought our products and everything. It was really cool to meet some of you that I hadn't actually met in person yet. And I love talking and catching up with everybody. We also had a few of our designers there demoing some of our games. David Thompson was there demoing his game Rebels Against Rebellion, which will be coming out, like I said, early 2026. Herman Lutman, he did the Rock of Chickamauga. So he was actually able to play that with some people and get some great pictures of it. So that was great. And then also, Mark H. Walker was able to do 65, 85, and actually Broken Logic. Oh, and then also Kaiju Summer. I just remembered that, which is also a really fun design he has based on the Law Resistance system. And then I was able to do Relic Wars and had a blast playing one of the best games of Relic Wars I've ever played with 4 players that I had never met before at the convention. We had a really great time. It was so great, like I said, to see so many of you there that I've never met before. We also did the video that I posted last week. That's What is a War Game? That's the panel discussion with Mark Walker, Herman Lutman, and David Thompson. Check it out on our channel and comment any of your thoughts. I'm curious to see what people think and how you would define a war game. It's kind of a hard thing to pin down. This is kind of the bigger update. We had a family commitment come up this summer, and we had to unfortunately cancel WBC at the end of July. We apologize, and we hope to be there next year. So sorry for those of you that we've said we were coming to WBC. That is not going to happen because of a family commitment that we had come up. I apologize. We're also planning on going to Origins this year in June. We hope to see you guys there. We'll update you if anything changes. Thank you so much for watching the May monthly update for 2025. We're really excited for all the cool stuff we have coming up, and we're really excited to get a lot of these Kickstarters fulfilled and get these games in your hands. Like I said, my game Relic Wars is on Kickstarter right now. It is actually the featured project on Kickstarter, which is really cool. And please support it if you can. It really, I mean, every single pledge helps. It has 2 more weeks left, and it is 38% funded, and it would just really be a dream come true for me to have it be funded. So thank you for those of you who have supported, and thank you for those of you who have sent really nice supportive emails and comments and things like that to me. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week.